Hello, my name is Tom Walton with Service Energy, and welcome to this Intel presentation. We call it fact-based pricing versus fake. And we're all competing in HVAC maintenance markets that are troubling to say the least. They're highly competitive. It's almost now that everyone is saying to prospective customers pretty much the same thing. They're all saying how wonderful they are. They're talking about how their particular approach to maintenance is better for the client, et cetera, et cetera. And, in this time of fake, this politically charged environment we're in, what is fact and what is fake? And this little presentation is going to begin to take a look at that. What is fact? What is fake? Well, it's something that we probably think and say to prospective clients. There's something that we always say to them, and that's typically our company offers the best maintenance. Isn't that what we do? I know that our competition sure tells our clients and the same prospective clients that we're talking to that they offer the best maintenance. Do we? I hope we do. So the question is, when we tell our clients that we have the best maintenance, are we speaking fact or fiction? And if we are speaking fact, then let's be sober about this. Let's be candid with ourselves. And why do we get caught up in price games? We've all lost business to a price competitor, someone who gets work by offering the lowest price. Have we also been involved with that too? But whether we've offered low price or lost business to a low price competitor, we're getting caught up in what I call the price game. If our competitors truly believe they offer the best value, in their hearts, they're not trying to fake, they believe it in their hearts. And why are they playing the price game? Why are they having to make price often the reason for getting a deal? So, what is fact? What is fake? I'm going to suggest it's in the eye of the beholder. The eye of the beholder. You've heard that before. Who is the beholder? Well, it's your customer or prospective customer. That's really the only eye that matters when it comes to determining fact or fake, and whether you're able to overcome someone who is saying they offer best maintenance when you actually do. Can your customers figure out fact from fake? Now, I want you to think about that before you answer it. If you've been selling maintenance for years or even decades, you know the answer to that. And the answer is no. Because if they could, they wouldn't buy a price-based solution. They wouldn't buy the low price. They wouldn't put out even a bid spec and say, now the reason I went with them is because they can offer what I've, done in the bid spec. So how do they discern fact from fake? What do you tell them that makes you confident that what you say is fact and that they'll get it, and that what you say is measurably different than your competitors? Is your program the best? Are you just saying it's the best? Have you believed the information that your company has put out? They've told you it's the best, therefore you're saying it's the best. Is your statement or belief that you're the best fact or fiction? And how can you prove your maintenance is the best? This is the key question. It's not about saying, it's about proving. Say it is, saying you are the best to your prospective clients, is that how you're proving it? Not a great foundation to prove best. Or are you proving to them it is best? And if so, how are you proving it to them? Are you offering a task sheet and saying, oh, this is everything we're going to do, without knowing whether your techs have the time to do it based on what you've estimated in labor and material? Do your close rates, this is the telltale sign of whether you're offering the best. Do your close rates, your high close rates, reflect that your maintenance is best? Because again, if it's in the eye of the beholder, it's all what your customers are going to do when you offer them maintenance. If you get them to buy your maintenance more than not, it is evidence that your maintenance is at least perceived as the best. And then if you retain them year after year, it's proof that your maintenance is the best. So what is smart HVAC in this whole conversation of fact versus fake? You might initially think it's a pretty darn good software for estimating, planning, creating proposals on maintenance. Are you right? Well, if that's what you think, you would be right, but you're not even getting why it's important. It's like, we don't need to be good at estimating and planning if it doesn't do anything for our clients and result in higher sales and higher retention. If you're willing to challenge your sense of things, everything that you've probably learned up to this point, you might discover and experience that smart HVAC is the only means to separate fact from fake, fact from fiction with your clients. Otherwise, you're going to separate it with words instead of proof. So, how are you going to separate fact from fiction? With who? With your customers? Pretty important starting point, don't you think? I mean, if your customers can't see the difference, it doesn't matter that you can see the difference. So if you're separating fact from fake from yourself, that's good too. But it's not what's really needed to be a fluidly successful maintenance builder and keeper. What about this? Separating fact from fake with your competition. I would love in my market, and have done in my market, a little bit of defeating the competition's confidence in their program. They need to be able to separate fact from fake. And when they come up against you, they should say something like this: "Oh, great, not again, not again," because they're tired of talking, the talk about their maintenance being base. They're not tired of talking it, but they are tired of going up against the real deal, you. Fact. Smart HVAC is a market differentiator because it proves your maintenance is best to prospective clients. And I want to emphasize this. Everybody I talk to, and I talk to big and small HVAC maintenance organizations, they all say they want to be different. They want to market differentiate. They want to offer better. But none of them really in the market have successfully tackled how to actually differentiate. It's usually done through marketing stuff, which is good. It's done through, great websites and, maybe something they say on the side of the truck, or great closing skills of the sales rep. But do you understand that we in the market offer all of that to our clients? So what really differentiates? And it's this: the fact that we are best, and then we communicate we are best. Is smart HVAC easy? Oh, goodness. It's sort of like contemplating the difference between high school sports and college or even pro. Which is easier? Well, high school sports is not easy. Not if you're, on the varsity team, so to speak, or high school band, or high school debate, whatever it is. But when you go pro, it's not easier, and you have to be better to apply it, to operate in it, to compete in it. It's not easy to factually be the best. It is way easier to fake being the best, even if you don't intend to. There's a lot of competition out there, and maybe even we ourselves have unintentionally not been entirely factual. It's easier not to be factual. Being a factually based organization and sales professional, collaborator, it's a little more difficult. So smart HVAC, yeah, and it is not easy to learn, but once you learn it, it's way easier to have a higher close rate than a lower close rate. I'll tell you that much. Smart HVAC is what I like to refer to as professional grade collaboration in sales. It's for your prospective clients. It proves itself by making customers happy and making and keeping them. Why? Proof. Proof, 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 proof. It's not just say so, it's proof. So that's it. Fact versus fiction. Fact versus fake. Are you ready? Are you really ready to tackle this and to become a master at making customers happy by proving the value of your maintenance. And by the way, when I say proving the value of maintenance, if they want maintenance that achieves their lower budget or middle level budget, then you actually have to provide factually that level of maintenance that matches that budget. Your price for a lower budget is going to be a lower price because they're getting lower level of service. But you can factually prove that they're getting what they bought. Fact, fact, fact. Prove, prove, prove. Are you really ready? Do you want to think you're the best, say you're the best, but be one of many in your market who cannot prove it as fact? Then continue on with what you're doing right now. No need to change. No need to overcome old dog, new tricks kind of challenges. Just keep on keeping on. However, if you're really ready to differentiate and be different through the use of Smart HVAC and its strategy and software, then yes, learn its initially challenging software, a little bit challenging. I want you to think of it as learning Greek or Latin. You speak English. You don't speak those two languages. The first time you try to capture a word or say a word in another language, it's very difficult the first time. It becomes easier the second, and because the words never change in that different language, they get easier and easier through repetition and experience. If you are open to learning its initially challenging software and applying its really superior strategy, then get ready to simply provide facts and bottom line sell. Good luck. Fact-based pricing versus fake. Smart HVAC Intel is brought to you by Service Energy, and we will try to bring additional intel to you on an ongoing basis to continuously arm you to compete with all the somewhat fake to extremely fake competitors that you face. Good luck.